Hi guys, you're very welcome back to episode 3 of the epic voyage here in Elite Dangerous with Digi Does Gaming. We are in our second Bluey star system. Welcome to HD 213702. Hopefully more promising than the last in terms of... There's nothing. Hang on. There's absolutely nothing. The dullest episode I've put out yet. Well, thank you all very much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy. All the best. I'm only joking with you. I wouldn't do it to you. There's gotta be something. There's gotta be something of interest nearby. Well, I honestly can't tell what is and is not of interest from this map. Doesn't tell me anything. Let's go here. This is certainly unusual and a breakaway from our norm. This is not something we normally do. The intro scene and the exit scene. I'm supposed to intro at the star, exit, leaving and arriving at the next star. So, we're covering new ground, guys. New territory here. We're so far away from the norm, it's not even funny. But that's okay. Let's get out of this Bluey star system and to the yellowy one, I guess. Yellowy ready? It's reddish yellowy. Haven't a clue. All I know is we have to jump. We have to move on. This will not do. It doesn't suit our needs at all. It's a barren wasteland. Completely out of luck. Welcome to SYNUFAIYA-TB37-4. We're sounding off the D scanner and 31 new astronomical objects. Guys, we've hit the jackpot. Whoa! Check this out for a system. And completely unexplored. It seems that Digi here is the first to explore the system. Looks like we got a few worlds we can land on. I'm guessing those are ice or metal. Not sure about this. Probably metal. Not sure about this. Probably ice. Not sure. Gas giant. Bigger gas giant. It's got moons. We got a brown. That's unusual. Brown gas giant. We got a gas giant with no rings at all. We got a purpley gas giant with a moon and a small little one, and another big one and kind of a medium one. So, first planet closest to the sun. Planet we'll put our time in. Gonna go and pay this bad boy a visit. Oh, it's exciting. Thank God there's something other than, well, nothing, which is where we came from. Complete and utter nothingness other than the Bluey star. And come on, let's be fair, Bluey stars look pretty cool. Alright, so we're gonna head over here. I want to show you something here, guys. This is a view. Alright. Parked up here. And if you really squint the screen right now, to about mid left there, what you can see is absolutely nothing. Because it was a terrible idea to approach the planet from the dark side. We're going to power up here and just come around and come at it from a different angle, I think, because I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. I thought it'd be like a romantic view or something. Terrible idea. Let's move on around here now. Much better. Here you can see, well, the craters and stuff. The craters, of course, would be results of some, I'd imagine, like the big one there at the top, massive asteroid, meteor, well, asteroid type impact. The others, again, will be from such impacts. Some may date back to the creation of this system, while others could be more recent. It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. But I'm going to make an approach. It's the first planet in the system. It's the first planet I've come across that hasn't been explored. So it's the first planet I'm going to land on. That's the idea, is to plan. That's what we have in motion. I figure no one's ever been on this planet before. I will be the first man to walk. Well, to drive anyway. To buggy around. To rover on this planet. So we're making our approach, and I'm trying to make it as scenic as possible. I'm not very good at describing planets. There is a YouTuber, Obsidian Ant, and what I wouldn't give right now to have him in the passenger seat and one of the 2 other unoccupied seats in the craft, and he could talk us through what we're seeing, because all I can tell you really about it, the craters. There's craters. Well-formed craters. You can see just how well-formed they are. That one there is a big crater, much bigger than the other craters, which are smaller than this one, of course. And you can see the walls of the crater around there as well. They help form said crater. So with that out of the way, let's try and put down around here, somewhere near the walls of that well-defined crater. That is our intention. Oh boy, there's a lot of land mass here on this here planet. So there is. Yes. Slowly but surely, the Doniger can handle ever so delicately every slight command I give. So elegantly. We're going to touch down ever so gently. Ever so gently. We got this. And let's head out on the rover. Come on. I'm just mad to get out on it. I've seen all sorts of clips of fellow explorers on planets roving around to their heart's content on their rovers. Some don't even call them rovers, but they're rovers, and they rove. So we're getting closer to this landing point here now, which is the whole goal. Touch down ever so gently, ever so delicately, not do any damage to the ship, because we can't be having that. There's been enough accidents on the way here that I could certainly use not having any more. Alright, let's unpack that rover now. And let's do it. So here we are. The Doniger just sitting there afoot, and look at that. You can see the star. Not like we see it from Earth, of course. This is more defined. You can actually see it's a star. So let's go roving. Roving. Here's me roving along with the star. To my right. Roving, guys, is a great pastime. As you can see, it's nothing better than a good rove on a newly discovered world to kind of get the gist of it. Now, what I'm about to demonstrate here is my rover's ability to blend in with its natural surroundings. You're going to be totally impressed by this. It took me a while to build in this function, but I think I have it. It's like active camo. It blends in with its surroundings. Check this out. Alright, we're powering her up. Full power to the cloak. You see that? It's completely blended in with the dust cloud around it. Beautiful. Right, so we're going back to Doniger. Now, in truth, I spent nearly an hour on this world blasting rocks apart and stocking up my minerals found and all sorts of stuff. Phosphorus, iron, you name it. I got it. Used up about nearly 30% of the fuel on the rover and did about 12% hull damage because wasn't really expected to be bouncing around so much. So much fun. Now, we'll watch the Doniger as she deploys that majestic landing gear. And she'll touch down. We're going to go over and board and move on because I've completely forgotten there's more to this system. So we gotta head out there. We're only on the first planet. Now, one planet is like all the planets, as far as I'm concerned in my head. I spent an hour here. I don't want to land on the other ones and go around and doing all that kind of stuff again. I'll land on more planets in the future, but for now, I just want to go on a fast sightseeing tour. What is to see in this system? That's what we're going to do. That's the plan. Now this here on our left is a Waterworld. It was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, 6th planet, I think, in this system. It's completely covered with water. And you can see a layer of ice there on the top, an ice continent, but the rest of the world consists of just water. So you have to wonder, under the water, is there like landmass? Or is it just like water in one bubble of an atmosphere floating out here? That would be cool. And to be honest, I have no idea. My surface scanner, of course, has taken up all sorts of telemetry, and when I get back and hand in this crucial data, I will, of course, ask that one question. Was that a bubble filled with water? Or was there more to it? You know, things that keep me up at night aboard the Donager. I'll be thinking back on this for quite a while, pondering its very mysteries. Kind of passing it there now. I'm just gonna have a look at it from another angle. I know you're all dying to see what a Waterworld looks like from many different angles, so I will not disappoint. This is what it looks like upside down, and this is what it looks like from the side, with the sun just glaring off its atmosphere, creating a sort of a rainbow glow, all in white. Same here. You can see the massive rainbow that takes on the same color as the atmosphere, so near invisible. But if you really look and apply some imagination, you can see it just like I can. God, I see rainbows everywhere. It's a beautiful, beautiful world. Next on our sightseeing tour is this icy world with rings. It's an icy world, like our first system, that has rings around it, like our first system. So, I've kind of dropped out there a little earlier than we should, but yeah, look at that. A world covered in ice with a ring system. Actually, this ring system is quite cool. It's very defined. You can clearly see all the spaces in between. Very, very nice in terms of what I expect to see from a ring system. But there is a better ring system, so I'm not going to visit this one. I want to go through the ring system of the biggest gas giant in this system, which doesn't have a name. Well, it does, but this system has a very long name, and they just put a number after it to indicate the planet. I really don't want to say it again. But this is a beautiful looking gas giant with fantastic rings, plural. It's very similar to a gas giant we visited in, I think, the first system. But we're going to have a closer look at the rings here, because they're all very close together. There's not much in terms of gaps like the previous one. It looks very, very, very fine. So I want to see just how fine it actually is. I want to avoid that shadowy area there, because you won't see nothing in the dark. That's one thing we've learned in this episode. Try to avoid the dark side. Sound like a Jedi. They might have been referring to something similar. Perhaps not. Okay, so we're going to approach this ring of rings, and I gotta get in there and have a look. Very exciting stuff. This is well, the game has redeemed itself after my stop off at that second Bluey Star, or Bluey Star 2 as I like to call it. It certainly redeemed itself. This is by far the biggest system I have come across, the biggest. So, quite happy with how this is all going as we get closer and closer. Trying, of course, not to cause any hull damage. I have received a bit of hull damage in my time out here, especially my jump from point A to point B, which, as I've said before, is something that I cover on my live streams. Getting from point A to point B. I cover point A and point B in these episodes, but my live streams, which I'll talk about later, my live streams are where you see the hull get damaged. It's usually my bad. Lose my attention, I'm not paying attention where I should, and I crash into a star or a planet, or I don't realize my thrusters are off when I'm landing. I don't know. Alright. Here's what it looks like. The particles aren't as fine as I'd imagined. In fact, these are big goddamn rocks. But, I guess it's to be expected. Let's turn up here ever so slightly. It's a little tap of the thrusters, and there we go. Get There we go. Kind of see, you see the disk all around there now with the galaxy core in the background. And next on our voyage is this gas giant, which is actually brown. It held quite a surprise upon scanning. It turns out that this gas giant has life. Life that exists in water vapor. Yes, my detectors have detected actual life, microbe life, inside water vapor on this gas giant. And I don't know if that's why it's brown. But it's brown. It's got beautiful rings, and it has life. It's my first world with a detectable life. Aliens, if you will. Exciting. At the end of this system, there is this moon. But it's orbiting this very impressive gas giant. So I thought this would be a perfect way to kind of pass through the system. So cool. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, oh my god, that moon's about to crash into the planet. But if you're thinking that, it's a very silly thought, guys. What's actually happening is I'm moving away. The moon itself is stationary in some sense, relative, I guess, to the planet in terms of distance. It's going around, so it's not going to crash into the planet. I promise that's not what's going on here. I'm happy to have reassured you. Whew. Alrighty. We now move on to planning our next few jumps, which of course I'll be covering in the live stream. My live stream is moderated by Blackbox, who's the channel's bot. Blackbox monitors who is in the live stream and which of those are subscribers, and it awards Digicoins. And Digicoins are redeemable on my online store, which you can link through the chat box to redeem for all sorts of goodies. So certainly worth checking that out. Do feel free to join me in a live stream. Let's have a look. I want to do something a little more interesting now. I'm checking out distances more than anything. I want to get as close to 1,000 as possible, further out, but also something that stands out. There's 400 light years, so we're going to go much further. Okay, so by distance-wise, we got to go a lot further. I don't want to jump into another Bluey star system of nothingness. Let's try all over here. Too far, maybe? Not at all. Oh, we can go further. We can go further still. I'm thinking way too small. We gotta think bigger. Okay. Where are we going? Come on. I know I seen North America. Huh. There's so many options. This game is incredible in terms of, well, options. One could lose their mind trying to figure that out. Okay. Keep going up, 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 up. We get on the same plane as that. What is it? A nebula? And then we could always jump over. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Well, Elephant's Trunk Nebula. There was one there. North America. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's reasonable. North America. 800. We'll bookmark it. Bookmarking things is awesome. And we'll set it as our destination, guys. We've it locked in. It's good to go. Ooh, my first nebula. This is going to be so cool. Let's, I guess let's line the ship up with said nebula as we kiss goodbye to what was a very interesting system. So glad I dropped by here. I scanned absolutely everything. And it's time to get out of here, so let's line up with the nebula. Looks pretty cool. As we make our way towards North America sector EHKA9-3. It's going to be epic, guys. Let's move out. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do consider a subscription. If you liked the video, please do take the time to hit that like button, and feel free to drop us a comment. You're always welcome to sound off in the comments. Until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. Take it easy. See you in the next episode. All the best.